Hi, welcome to AFTV. I've got Tanvi with me. We've just lost 2-0 to West Ham at the Emirates. Tanvi, let me start with this because you mentioned it on the Matchday Live. Kai Havertz, did we miss him?
I feel like we did. I think in games when a player's not there, you almost appreciate what they do when they are there because you don't know what you have till it's missing. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of the time, people talk about Havertz's off the ball work. I think we missed that. And I also think, like, you know, finishing those headers, like the one Jesus missed, we could have really done with his height in the box. Yeah. I think I missed Kai Havertz today.
You started that. You don't know what you've got until it's gone.
Yeah, I've been emotional. Like, come back.
Today, though, for Arsenal, not good at all. West Ham took their chance as well, but I've asked a lot of people this. Were we unlucky? Was there ref decisions that you're going to kind of look at, or is it more the faults in Arsenal's performance today?
Do you know what? I would love to put the blame on the refs. I'd actually love to do that. But I'm not going to do that because, yeah, while there were a few decisions I didn't agree with, we didn't not play well. Yeah. Like, I don't normally have very few nice things to take away or constructive criticism, but that was just sheer criticism. Yeah. I'm really, really disappointed with how we played. How we have 30 shots, albeit I think 8 or 9 on target, and not one goal at home to a team that arguably we should be beating is extremely disappointing. And I think there's a lot of things we need to take away and should be very concerned about, not only with that game in isolation, but just going forward. If we are not finishing chances, how are we going to win games and ultimately win the league?
Yeah, how far off for you as a fan? Do you think we will bounce back? So do you feel like the league's still not out of sight? I know that sounds outrageous to say considering, you know, we're still sat second and we're topped our Champions League group. Arsenal is still in it. We was in there last year, But does it feel like these are massive points dropped today?
I think they're big points. And I'm not one to say, like, oh, we're out of the league. Like, we're not. And I want to stay positive. But it's a recurring theme. It's not the only game where we've had issues finishing chances. It's not the only game where Jesus has, as a striker, not been scoring goals. Yeah. It's not the only game Martinelli has nowhere near been at his top. Even Saka. Like, Jesus, Martinelli and Saka, I have the utmost expectations of them, which is why I think we as fans are so disappointed. So yeah, when our attack is just not even being able to score one goal, I think they're major points dropped, but also massive concern.
Yeah, 100%, and I agree with you there. I want to know where you it's hard to say put the blame, because I know we're speaking off camera, it's like, it's hard to really blame anyone because we were so dominant, but West Ham just took their chances. But does it fall more? I heard people on the Match Live, they were talking about the manager's got to take blame, but then, you know, he's done all he could. He put the strongest team out, I think, available, and it was down. Who's it down to for you?
Do you know what? I think it's down to everyone. I'm not going to point fingers at one person. Yeah. The manager can't put the balls in the back of the net. At the same time, it's the manager's job to ensure the players are confident enough to take shots, and also in training to practice finishing. Yeah. Like, if I was Arteta, tomorrow in the training ground, I would put my entire team on the pitch, blindfold them, cross balls in, and make sure they know how to header it in the back of the net.
I hope Arteta watches. Hopefully that'll be the session tomorrow. But if I'm honest, I think that's letting them off light. That's letting off lightly. I think a lot of players would like to finish in a session. Really, they should be running for not getting the job done.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I don't think anyone had a particularly good game. Yeah. Like, I remember us saying in the watch along, I don't know one player that made a positive impact in that game. So yeah, they didn't finish chances. I think there were a few defensive errors, but overall as a team, we didn't look good, we didn't look strong, and I don't feel like we felt like a unit that wanted to win that game at all.
That's a weird one, actually, because now you saying that, the person I would have said had a good game was Raya, but he conceded 2 goals and we lost. So it's weird because he saved the penalty.
I mean, to be fair, those goals I don't think were entirely down to him, and he saved a pen. Great, but why are we worrying about, like, Raya's position in this when we've got 10 other men on the pitch that should be doing a job that they're not doing?
Exactly. Well, listen, let's hope Arsenal can kick on and bounce back against Fulham. Fingers crossed.
And I promise I'll be a lot nicer if we do.